Hello, boys and girls. We are working on our unit all about measurement, and today we'll be working on lesson 14-5. So grown-ups, if you could get that ready for them. And today we're going to be describing objects by measurable attributes. And I drew a crayon right here, and I want you to turn to your grown-up and tell them about the crayon. Maybe talk about what does it look like, give any kind of description about this crayon to your grown-up. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. All right, when you were describing this crayon to a grown-up, you might have said that a crayon is small, or a crayon is shaped like a cylinder would be a really good one to say. Or you could even say, the color is red. There's lots of different ways to describe this crayon. But today we're going to be talking about measuring and how you could measure this crayon. What are some ways that you can measure it? So I want you to turn to your grown-up and tell them a way or two that you could measure this crayon. Go ahead and pause it if you need to. When I'm describing this crayon, I could tell about the length. So I could use things like a cube to measure how long it was. I could use all these cubes and talk about the length of it. Or I could get out a scale and measure the weight of it and how much it weighs. Those are measurable attributes. Can you measure how red it is? No. It would tell you about the crayon, and it would tell you that it's a red crayon, but it's not something you can measure. All right, let's go on to the next page. All right, down here is our guided practice. And remember, this is something we're guiding them through, helping them talk about it and what it means to have measurable attributes. So if you have this button here, if you would describe the button, you could say, well, buttons are small, they are shaped like a circle, and they're blue, and that one's blue, but because it is not measurable, I can't say that. So we're going to pick the things that you can measure. So you can't measure the color because that's not something you can measure, but you can measure it with cubes and see how long it is. Or you can measure it with a scale and see how heavy it is. Those two are measurable attributes. Color is not a measurable attribute. All right, let's go on over here. And this is going to be the part where you grown-ups are going to talk about it and talk about the measurable attributes. Remember, color is not measurable, so it can't be green, but you could measure how heavy it is or how much the pot holds. Okay, so go ahead and do this together, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.